Welcome, everybody. Many of you will instantly recognize this Wilson Bohannon padlock. These are the classic railroad switch locks. Some of the more collectible ones have a lot of railroad signification on the shackle. This one has none. Perhaps it was more of a generic lock. Hard to understand what the original finish was on this. I see some evidence of silver that could be electroplating. It could be paint. Nevertheless, I don't really like cast steel locks as much as I do as the bronze ones. I think most collectors are probably in the same camp. What I do like about the Wilson Bohannon in my early days of key making, I really like the challenge of the various keyways that I would encounter. And for me, that was all the joy in the world. Wilson Bohannon pretty much kept the same mechanism. Yeah, there's some earlier designs that preclude this design mechanically that are a little bit more complex, but they pretty much kept the same design. All they really did was just change the keyway profile, the size of the post, and they would add additional wards. Some would be top warding, some would be bottom warding. You had all these various combinations. So that basically would improve key security. And many keys later became skeletonized, so they had more of a universal master key application. Um, anyway, the mechanism, let's talk about that for a second. All you're really looking is a single lever lock, and that all you're doing when you sweep the key 360 degrees is retracting a bolt. But when you make your key, in order to make it work, you have to clear a ward plate that neighbors this bolt. And when you make the key, it's very easy to see the impression mark that's made by this plate. And you just need to cut it wide enough and deep enough so that you're able to sweep the key 360 degrees and retract that bolt. I've made some mistakes in the past where I didn't cut the ward cut deep enough, and it was really difficult to get the key to sweep. So a lot of that can also be avoided by the thickness of the bit section. And I like really making my keys as thick as possible. Unfortunately, what that means is I can make a key blank, and that blank may only fit this lock, even though the keyways are the same because of tolerances. They're not exactly the same between various locks. Original keys, the bit sections were made standard thickness. So that being said, let me show you the artistry of what I did several years ago. I made this key out of stainless steel, and this is all handcrafted. I did this on my drill press, and this lock has a bottom ward on it. And you can see here how thick I made this. Again, original keys would have been a lot thinner. I'm not going to show you the key in action because I'm holding the phone and I can't do both at the same time. And really, I just wanted to show you my artistry of what I accomplished using stainless steel. And for me, I consider myself as a lock artist, if you will. And this is really part of the enjoyment, from my perspective, of collecting antique padlocks, especially with the ones without keys, is getting the lock, solving the puzzle, making that key, coming up with a design that is a signature that you can call your own. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and I'm always here to help on your antique padlock collecting journey. Have a great day.